Hey guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to FemmeHead. Today I want to talk about a newish thing that I've been doing recently, and it's all to do with organization, productivity, motivation, which is a topic I love learning about and talking about. It's always a place in which I can improve. Since I love learning about it and I gain so much from when other people share what they use, I like to share what I learn along the way, even though nothing I learn or say is revolutionary. It's just passing along because maybe you haven't heard about this stuff yet. So I have gone through a journey of organization techniques from being into school to running my own business. Back in high school and college and right out of college, I had one of those just very generic planners like this size that you'd get that would just have like a monthly layout, a week on 2 little pages, and you could write your assignments in there, your work schedule, that sort of stuff. And then when I started FemmeHead, I realized I wanted some sort of planner system again. So I got a really nice planner. I want to say it was from the brand Simple Planner, which they're beautiful. It was like a full-size notebook sort of situation, kind of like this, and it was just too big, and I felt like I needed to fill up the space and it wasn't conducive to productivity. And from there I moved into bullet journaling, and I thought that was the thing that I was going to just do for the rest of my life because I enjoyed it so much. It was so customizable. So that worked for 3 years, and I've kind of stopped using my bullet journal this year. He's sitting over there looking kind of sad at me because I have discovered that I need to transition to more of a digital calendar system, but also just kind of like a brain content organizational system. And having everything in my bullet journal wasn't very helpful, or I would have it in both places. Within the past few months, I felt myself transitioning to putting everything digital, and it's been working out so well. And that's what I wanted to talk about today and share with you. So what I found I have to make a confession to start off. I never really thought about it, but I always thought that Google Calendar was the same as the iCal app that you would get on Apple products. And I did not like iCalendar, whatever it is, because I could not get it to sync between my devices. That just made it useless, so I never used it. My phone's not super old, but it's kind of old. It's my brother's old phone that I got when Michael and I started dating, and we are now married and have a child on the way, so that should say something. So I discovered Google Calendars. I think it was over a weekend, and it was just one day of that weekend and just a little bit of time that weekend. But I took all of my events, birthdays, travel, everything from my bullet journal calendar on my computer and just put everything into Google Calendars. And it was just so delicious. It was such a good feeling. So I have Evernote on my laptop and this computer, and that is where I do my content notes, my rough drafts. That's where I type things up. Within the last 6 to 8 months, discovered Wunderlist, and that's what I create all my lists on. Content brainstorming, where I first brainstorm my editorial calendar, that sort of stuff. Trello is something that is more recent within the last 3 months that I discovered along with Google Calendar. I create my content calendar and my social media calendar on there, and I use what's it called, the Catan system, which is perfect for Trello. Finally, I use just a scratch notebook, and that's just for day-to-day mindlessness of just needing to jot stuff down, where I need to jot video notes down real quick while I'm editing, where you need to write something down but you don't need to keep it, or if I do need to keep it, I'll put it elsewhere. I also brainstorm stuff in that notebook, and it's just a place to first get stuff out of my brain, and then I'll organize it elsewhere. So Google Calendar, I can access it from my phone, from my computer, from my laptop, everywhere, and it is beautiful. It is so easy to just pull up. I have birthdays in there, events, travel, appointments, general calendar sort of stuff. But other cool things that Google Calendar does is you can add reminders as well as events, and you can color code everything, which I love so much. And it's really easy to move things around, reoccurring things. So how I've been doing it is I will not schedule out, but I will write down, okay, I'm waking up at 6. From 6:30 to 7:30, I'm going to be eating, getting ready, journaling. From there, I'll have my different tasks. I like to put exercise in for 30 minutes in there. If I have any kind of recurring things like my Monday email, I just have those things in there already. Either over the weekend or Sunday night or the night before, I will plan out what I'm going to be doing that following week or that following day. And I will sit down and I'll kind of brainstorm in my scratch notebook all the things I need to do that week. And then I will block out chunks of time to do each task. So I can guess, like, I know it usually takes me about half an hour to film a video. If I'm gonna sit down and film 4 videos, I give myself 2 hours. And I like to give myself just a little bit more time. That way I can take breaks in between and then I don't feel behind. Filming videos, writing content notes, editing videos, writing blog posts, any appointments I have, working on my social media calendar, working on new courses, that sort of stuff. I just like to just chunk it out, and it works so great. And it's so easy to move tasks around or to adjust them. You're block scheduling it onto like a physical calendar. It's a little bit harder to adjust things. So block scheduling has been so beneficial to me. I really avoided it like the plague before because I wanted more flexibility in my days. But I think at the moment, basically telling myself, this is what you're supposed to be doing right now, there's no question about it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to be working on my social media calendar right now. I'm gonna go do that. It helps me stay on task. It helps me know what I need to get done. So it's also reminders. So if you need to set a reminder for that day, something like pay rent, pay my credit card bill, pay parking. There's also tasks. You can just kind of like have a running to do that doesn't have a place in your calendar, errands or that sort of stuff. Basically telling myself what to do each day is very beneficial. Having it all digital makes it very easy to access. For example, midwife appointments. Before, I would have to remember to bring my bullet journal to be like, let me just see when I'm free real quick. But now I can just pull up my calendar on my phone. Michael can pull up his calendar on his phone and we can be like, yeah, this day and this time works for us. Having it digital just works so well. And I love just color coding everything. Like, it makes me so happy. And you can plan months and months in advance. I had a yearly overview, but I prefer this. With Wunderlist, I have all my content ideas brainstormed like halfway through November, and it's the beginning of April right now. And I couldn't do that in a bullet journal before with how I had it set up. Bullet journals are great and they're really flexible, and I think it would be great for like school or something like that. And I'm not saying I won't ever use it, but especially with having a baby come, I'm not gonna have time to sit down and do my layout each week or each month or anything like that. And I just need something that's much quicker, and that is Google Calendar right now. And I will update you as things change. But I'm gonna stop blabbing. That is what I have to say. I essentially wanted to hop on and talk about Google Calendars and block scheduling tasks because it has been such a good thing. And I'm not perfect. Like this week, I've been super tired and I've done a lot of shuffling of tasks because I haven't completed them, but it's fine. You can be super flexible still with block scheduling and it all works out for the best. That is what I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!